Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Dinosystem, where it has been quite a while since we've been back in the game. We are up to version 0.90, R948, whatever the bottom left corner says there, and we are going to get back into it and properly start the series up again, because we've actually let 2 updates go by where we haven't, well, technically we ignored version 0.89, I believe it was, where it added the sword and a few changes there, but version 0.9 introduced mushrooms, which are supposedly a renewable way of just kind of keeping food coming in. I'm just trying to see if I can set up a way. I'm still trying to figure out the best exact angling for all the recordings and that, so the voice comes out nice and loud. Not too loud, but enough that... just random crap, technical side my stuff. Anyway, you're here for Dinosystem, so let's start a new game. We're going to keep this survival mode. We're going to go to spring. I think we're going to keep unlikely for the asteroid just to try to slowly get back into it again. Peace mode, we're going to keep disabled because I don't think you guys will be as entertained unless I'm getting chased by dinosaurs that are trying to eat me. I do always love a nice big island. Jagging, let's see. Increasing will create more varied coastline. I do like that, so we'll maybe do 75% there. I think we're going to do a lot of mountains. Maybe not 100%, but we'll do 75 as well, just because, as it says, it create interesting ecosystems and survival scenarios. Fertility, I'm going to crank all the way up. Map gen, we want detailed. Snapshots disabled. Custom presets, I suppose. Actually, oh, never mind. Actually, let me see. So best quality. You know what, we're just going to make our own, so that's right, that. So, yeah, I got to increase all this. I just basically went and screwed myself over there. Jagging, I wanted, maybe we'll do, yeah, let's do 85% for jagging, just to see what that kind of turns out right. And we'll let that up. And the new world is, should I call it Survival Isle? I feel like I've done that in the Survival list, so I don't know if I want to do that. Survival Dino Isle. All you gotta do is add dino into the name, and it just increases the value of it. So, that looks good. Everything is okay there. Let's start, and just wait for that to go through. I'm just going to have a little bit of a drink, because one thing, I basically only going to be able to sneak in 2 recording sessions today, but this is hopefully going to be enough to keep me covered, so there's still, every day is at least 1 video. I know this end of the week here, the Double Feature Friday, and what's probably going to be a Thursday random throw-up you guys will see of me getting my ass kicked by a Latrian in World, or Monster Hunter. It's a little sporadic here and there, but I'm hoping once we actually hit... I think Saturday going forward, it's going to be a little easier to keep on recordings, as well as probably maybe even do my own independent series. And what I mean by independent is, you probably won't get common feedback taken into the series. I'm just going to record a giant chunk, and just every certain day of the week it'll come out, and it's just, so I'll have steady content no matter what there. Awaiting dawn, so everything's all ready. Okay. Click or press enter, so let's go right on in. Okay, right, we actually have character creator. We'll go with blonde, because despite what the little fuzz is up here, it is actually supposedly blonde. I think it's like a dirty blonde. It's not a... I want to say honey blonde, but I feel like that's... No, that just don't sound right to me. I guess we'll keep everything there. Do we have any points to work with here? Oh no, we're at 0, so probably we'll start with just that. Because there's a lot to get right back into things with. I'm going to leave everything as is, though. Now, sometimes I would take away certain parts from areas. I think we'll just kind of do... Think of this like completely basic, run-of-the-mill as soon as you're starting in and trying again. Because who knows, maybe some of you guys returning have been on a little hiatus from the game as well. So we'll all try to start off brand new and see what this island has in store. And I'll probably skip the tutorial like an idiot, so... Oh, actually, no tutorial, so maybe I already have that in the settings. But this is all... Ooh, oh. Okay, I think something's broken with the zoom setting, because you're not supposed to be able to go this far out, as far as I know. However, I do see somewhere I want to go, but yeah, that's kind of bizarre, so it might... Oh, shoot. Okay, we got the Troodon. No, it says I'm too far still. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to try to mine myself around them, but what I'm going to aim to do is get over here, because that looks like a perfect little area to make our own spot. We'll probably, if we can make a shovel, we can actually probably have like an isolated spot right over there that would be a paradise in a way for us. Well, we're just going to get over here. Actually, I probably don't need to be... What is it again? Okay, well, we're going to stop there. There's a certain button you can press that'll keep you going along, but this is a really neat map. There's a couple of volcanoes, which we're probably going to bring back the landmark naming system, so if you guys do have requests for certain areas on the map, like if you want us to call certain areas around the volcano something, or name certain mountain ranges, leave them in the comments, and we'll start making this our own conjoined island, basically. Although, I do see one small problem. I mean, I am very tiny, but I don't see... Oh, there's some ankylosaurs down there. I don't know if there'll be anything over here, but that actually doesn't bother me, because the first few days are mostly just about trying to figure out your shelter and your basics of survival. And what's nice is I don't see any... Okay, there's probably... Yeah, Tyrannosaur up there. I do feel like something's gone a little buggy of sorts with being able to zoom out, but in a way, I sort of like it so you can kind of see what the map is more like than having to explore a bit. However, I have a feeling that's something that's going to need to be updated, or might be something in my settings that are... Actually, no. Unless it's something somewhere else. Maybe it was just a change that came in, but... Oh. I don't like that up there. That is a pack of Troodon. Now, granted, we may probably be safe in here, because I don't think they'll be able to get through the mountain range there. But I think what we're going to want to do is start off with just trying to get ourselves a little bit settled into this area here, because this is basically like a little survival nook for us. It's so isolated, we can probably get a shovel, do some digging, and make ourselves a pond, or stuff like that. But I think the first thing is just going to be simple... Probably a campfire. I'm guessing we'll do it maybe right back here, but it's going to be hard to say. I do just like this little area here. It feels so isolated and perfect in a way. Okay, so, enough chatting. We got to get some stones together. And it is to hold shift and just do the action. I guess I just spent... I wouldn't say sporadically, but just random shot of ingenuity, or like riding a bike, you never forget once you get back on it. Okay, let's get another couple if we can. I do see the weather system is still kind of out there. 34 degrees in the early spring. I mean, granted, it is supposed to be a tropical island, but you still can get snow here. Take it from somebody who lives in an area where basically on... And I'm trying to think of what the annual range is. You can go from minus 30 degrees Celsius in the winter to plus 30 degrees Celsius in the summer. So you can have a 60-degree variation. And it's not exactly tropical. Oh. Tropical weather. But I think we're going to have a lot of failures start in again until all of our crafting gets up again. Okay, so there's one sharp stone made there. Let's try sharpening a second one. Because the first thing, I am going to do the shovel to start with. Because I want to try to get ourselves a little bit more prepared with a few things in place. These are pine tree... Okay, so I need taxus. And I don't know if there are... I mean, there is the coconut tree, which is good. But I was hoping to try to get us some taxus trees, so that way we could... get berries from them, because all these are going to do are get us pine trees. 1, 2, come on, 3. Okay, so I know I need you, and I think I need to sharpen you into a stick, or just clean it off down to a basic clean branch or clean stick in order to be used for crafting. And shovel. Can I make... Oh, I need 2 sticks. So I actually do have the skill, or at least enough crafting experience I can make the shovel, which will help quite a bit. So let's make that shovel. And we're going to basically... First step is going to be digging ourselves a big pond area, or somewhere that can retain water. Because Dinosystem is still a game that can punish you just by the environment, not even something you're doing. So we're going to try to minimize that by getting a few of our our base needs met. Which I don't even know how to do that. I thought there might have been... I know there's a way you can kind of plant more trees. I'm going to even try and see if I can. I thought we would have gotten something by now. Okay, there we go. So, if we take this pine cone and say put it there, and we take the shovel, can we... Yeah, we can plant. Okay, so... Okay, so this is a new thing that I think was just brought in... I want to say last update, but it might even actually be this one. Or the previous update before version 0.9. Either way, it's a new system where you can plant your own trees. There we go. I was just... Actually, hang on. Can I path... Oh, nothing like a hole, though. I was hoping we could kind of dig out our own little water source, but maybe what we'll do is we'll... There's the puddle up there, which we may have to go through and use. So, you know what? We'll probably go up there and just try to expand that out. Because we can do a little swim around the mountain, and I think that'll keep us safe if we do use that sort of as our exit route. But we're going to definitely stay in this little area, because I do like just how sheltered it is. So, let's get you there. And we're just going to try to expand that out. And we will need to find food soon. The problem is, there's nothing but pine trees. I don't... Oh, no, shoot. I interrupted that. I'm hoping it's kind of saved progress. No, it has not. God dang it. Okay, well, let me just kind of mouse over with this for a bit. I mean, there's ponds and stuff over there. Just looking to see if I could find the pine or a taxus tree. Well, it looks like we might be out of luck on that, so we'll have to keep an eye out for another edition of this update, which will be wild mushrooms. Is that they can grow freely on the islands now, and they're supposedly... Think of them like a constantly renewable source of food. From what I was reading on them, and I admit I could be mistaken, we're going to expand that again. Uh-oh. I see that one's starting to come over this way, so it might be actually looking for water soon. Yeah, looks like it's got a beeline to come on over here. I think if we can get into the water, though, we should be okay, but he... Oh, Lord, it's making a beeline for us. Yeah, it's just reaching water, so it should just be after that. It's not going to worry about us that much. Okay, so that's expanded a little more, so when we do get rain, it should hopefully expand, and we'll see more water retained in that. We'll have to keep working... Maybe we'll expand even both the north and the south ponds. And for now, I think we're going to look at getting ourselves... you know what? I'm kind of tempted to make... Or plant another tree, and then we'll be able to... We might actually be able to get away without the walls for a while. Okay, so we'll put that one there, and then we'll... You can only plant one at a time? Because that's what it looked like. As soon as we started on this one, the other one vanished on us. So maybe you can only have one tree going at a time? If so, that's a little bizarre, but it might just be for understanding's sake, as the developer kind of put it in. No, there are two little mounds, so maybe... I guess it just vanished for some reason on us. I don't really know why. Okay, but if we want to make the fire pit, we just need 10 stones of any size, so we've already got a number of them sitting here. So let's just start grabbing what we can. And the sharp stone we'll want to keep. Okay, we're just going to kind of use the trailing method, which is just to kind of drag it through your little area of reach, I suppose, if you want to call it something. Okay, the sharp stone, though, we'll take out, because we'll want to save that for crafting other things. 1, 2, 3... I mean, sometimes you'll get nice little streaks like this, where you'll be able to get a lot of stuff all come together and just start out in pretty nicely. Oh, come on. We can get another few. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that and that. That one there. I think this may be enough, but I could be mistaken. We'll see how we're sitting for it. Yeah, we have enough. Okay, so we'll put it right there. I think it should be okay there. I'm not super sure now that I think about it, but I feel at least if it's there as a start, it won't be bad. Well, we do have the Troodons down here, so they may get up here. If they do, that might be problematic for us. Well, that one only has leaves left. So we're going to get more branches and get ourselves ready with a few axes, I think, because they were the ones that always seemed to do the most damage. A headshot with the axe was generally enough to take at least 1 or 2 of them down. Now, I don't know how their AI works now. I know there was a time where they would chase you to the ends of the earth in a pack, whereas now, or one of the updates, I think it was trying to change them so that way they would only come after you. They'd only keep coming after you until you took out, say, a certain number of their members, or you took out a certain member. Like, I think if you managed to kill the alpha, it might have deterred them from continuing to go after you, but I don't know for sure. At least we have the hatchet, so that's something that'll be helpful. What else could we craft right now? Spear. They're not bad for distance, but unless you're really tossing them or hunting that way, I think they might not be as useful. I want to see if I can get 4 more rocks, so that's 2. We're just going to bring them over, and we're going to make a few different utility pieces with them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so put those 2 there. These branches, we might actually look at making a fire up if we can. Yeah, that's good to see, is that it's actually not a single 1% or 2% jump while trying to light the fire. The 3% is very nice. But I think we may actually have to look at hunting early. Ah, crap, man. Even at full, like, durability, or at least decent durability, they still break pretty quickly. Just want to get a small fire going, toss some stuff in that would hopefully give us a little bit of a chance of a better sleep to recover from our muscle soreness and our strength up. There we go. Okay, we'll toss a couple more things onto the fire there. And yeah, there's nothing actually left in this tree, so we may try chopping it down quickly if we can. So it should just be 5 or 6 more swings. I'm hoping the axe will hold out for it. So just 1 more now. Yeah, so we'll toss that bit of wood on there. And I think that should be enough for us to be able to sleep. Because the big thing is just that we're going to stay warm throughout the night, although we are getting basically into the next day already. It's 4 a.m. That's something, is that time will basically fly in this game, so that way you might think we're just starting into the middle of the night. It turns out you're actually already close to dawn. But we got a good sleep, which is very helpful. Muscle soreness is probably one of the biggest things you're going to fight in the game. Until you're kind of situated and built together, a lot of your days are probably going to be at high muscle soreness. Like, one nice thing is that it is 7 degrees, so the fire is still actually lit. That we'll probably see going soon. Oh, no, fire's still there. Okay, yeah, so that's dried up. The Troodons, there are still some there, but we didn't get any visitors overnight, so that's good. Okay, what might I want to make next? I think we'll probably look just at making more hatchets, so... Alright, that one can be firewood, hatchets, useful. That one, yeah, all these branches we'll just make for firewood. The wood we'll keep built up over here, just so that way we know we have a nice supply of that. The resin. We'll use these stones as our fire starters. And the tools we'll just kind of keep over here for now. So I think... Actually, we can't really dig the stump up, can we? No. And I don't have a way to interact with it. Okay, so the stump will stay there. Okay, I see the Troodons will move down here, which might be a bit dangerous for us. And because the lake bed is dry, there's no point going up to that one. I don't think we can really go down by them, so we're just going to get a few more stones, just to, say, start us off. Then we'll have to definitely do something about trying to get water. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Are we going to get a little streak, or is it just going to be that... We also got to stop bruising ourselves, but that will only come with time as we develop our skill. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I know we're hungry, but we don't really have any food of any... I mean, there is the one palm tree here, and... Okay, maybe we'll go up and we'll try to get ourselves a coconut. Because we do have a palm tree, thankfully, and maybe we'll even try getting a couple. That way we can plant one, and then try to get a tree going in our little area down here. Let's see. No coconuts. Well, oh! Well, maybe no coconuts, but... I will take that fish, and it's even raining. As much as this looked pretty rough, it's like the elements are turning in our favor. Because with the fish, we can still clean it, and we can try cook... Oh, well... Gonna have an issue cooking it now, I'm afraid. Okay, how much do we really need for that? Okay, there we go. So that should get that up. The only problem is going to be how we're going to... Oh, the fish is already gone. It's like easy come, easy go. Okay, in that situation, I will say easy come, easy go. I also probably should have put the fire pit more down underneath this tree. Speaking of, I'm just going to move some stuff actually into shelter, so maybe it'll last a bit longer. The rocks, no problem on those. But food is definitely going to be something we're going to be fighting for a while. And, yeah, you know what? We're going to dismantle it. And we're going to put this actually properly in shade. Because that's one thing I wanted to try doing with the pine trees, was almost make a canopy, so that way it was more like a living shelter. Problem with that is there was no actual proper shelter to the fire pit. So the rain would have just doused it right immediately. Actually, I think that might even be what happened, but... There we go, so... Oh, and we got a bit of charcoal, and we'll move these over. Yeah, the crafting rocks we'll bring over here, and we'll probably actually leave the first episode here. It's going to be a very interesting island. There's no taxus trees that I've been able to see. And yeah, so I can zoom out quite a ways. I don't think we're supposed to be able to zoom out as far as we can, but that's something we can do. And the island has a lot of different, almost like divisions to it. Like the north end here is a little kind of secluded to itself. There's the south as well. There's just a lot of interesting things to explore in time. But for now, we're basically just going to have to take it easy where we are and save the game here. So, thank you guys very much for joining me on our first episode return to Dinosystem version 9.0. If you have any requests you'd like to see from this new series, any tips, tricks, or just any feedback at all, be sure to leave them in the comments right down below. Until I catch you in the next video, those survivors, please remember as always to take care and stay alive.